a bitch!
Oh, I never thought I'd see you again, Elle! Where in the Sam hell you been?
Where the Sam hell you been?
So yeah, it looks like we both have a hick for a pet.
I ran into him outside the city on my way in. Didn't take me long to figure out who he was.
What are you doing in Savannah anyway? I thought you were off running off with your boys. Did they ditch you? Get themselves killed?
Neither. I ditched them, actually.
Why come back to Savannah?
I hoped I'd find you guys. Or at least found a clue of where you might have gone.
Oh really? You miss us that much, huh? The fuck is so goddamn funny?
Nothing. Elle just doesn't know how to handle himself around a pretty girl. What? Shut up, Pete.
Whatever, look, it's starting to get dark. Ellis and I are holed up in an abandoned safe room a few blocks away. It's filled with a ton of food and supplies. I say we go there.
Good to see you too, Alice. So nice. I can't remember the last time I could comfortably sit down somewhere.
Seriously, man. I know that you and that mobster were living the life of luxury here.
Oh, come on, Keith. Nick's not a mobster.
He sure as hell looks like one. Where'd he get that suit from, Perry?
New York City, actually. It was custom made for me by an Italian designer. It cost more than you could probably imagine. So back off the suit. And for the record, I have no affiliation with the mob. Any mob.
Nick's very sensitive about his suit.
So you're gonna share with the rest of the class?
You first. I thought you guys were heading out of Savannah. And how did you manage to find this place?
We got lucky.
We got as far as New Orleans. Military picked us up, but instead of taking us to one of them offshore safe zones, they carted us off to that building just outside of town and locked us up.
We managed to escape. We found this place, and we've stayed in Savannah to look for Coach and Rochelle.
Were they taken to the same facility?
Dunno. I got knocked out for the trip.
Me too.
They could be anywhere then. CETA's got places like that one set up all over the East Coast. Although, I imagine most of them are abandoned by now. Or will be.
You sound like you know an awful lot about what CETA's up to.
I know enough. Those files I found help me piece together the rest of the puzzle.
These are about us. Me and Ellis.
What?
Mm-hmm. Me and Keith found those when we went up to the facility to look for you guys.
I found them, and I was also the one that told you about that place to begin with.
How'd you know about it?
I remember hearing about it when the CETA guys was talking about it while we were in the evacuation. But they made it sound like they was abandoning it.
Obviously, that wasn't the case.
I can't even make sense of any of this. What's a carrier?
This is part of the reason why I came back to find you guys. I should have explained all this when we met back on the bridge. I'm truly sorry that I didn't.
Explained all of what?
We're carriers. All of us. You two, me, and Keith. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach and Rochelle are as well. Bill was too, and so are Francis and Lois.
What's all that mean?
It means we're infected.
What?
Well, let's all just hold hands, stand in a circle, sing Kumbaya fucking ya, and shoot each other in the fucking head.
It's not like that. We're not like the other infected. That's why CETA calls us carriers. We carry the virus, but it doesn't affect us like it does everybody else. We've very clearly not turned into zombies, even though we've been in quite close proximity to them for quite some time. Longer than anyone else has, anyway.
Hey, I think that's why them hazmat guys were putting us up against them zombies, Nick? To see what happens that makes us so different?
In a way, we're immune to the biological attacks that the infected have. The bites, the scratches, even that vomiting thing that some of them do. If we were normal, all those things would have infected us by now.
But I thought you said we was infected.
I mean, we'd be zombies by now if we weren't carriers. That's why CETA locked you guys up and did all that crazy shit to you. As carriers, we're their only hope for a cure.
I fucking knew it. I knew the only thing CETA wanted was something out of us.
So, we were pretty much like their human guinea pigs?
Pretty much, yeah. The same thing happened to me. Well, to us, Bill, Francis, Lewis, and me, before we came to Georgia, before we met you guys.
Wait a damn minute. You knew we were carriers when you first met us and you didn't even bother to tell us?
No, I knew we were carriers. I only suspected it where you guys were concerned, but you're all gung-ho about relying on the military, knowing that we were carriers and what they would do to us. There was no way we were facing CETA again.
But it said just right with your conscience to send us directly into the line of fire.
Why the fuck do you think I came all the way back here? Francis, Lewis, and I made it all the way to the goddamn Bahamas. We were set up pretty damn good there too. But I left to come find you guys because it was killing me inside. Because I didn't tell you all this shit on the bridge. I know it was wrong, okay? I know I should have told you. But I didn't have all the facts at that time. You guys were so new to the situation. Even if I had told you the truth back then, would you even have believed me?
I thought you said you left them guys because you felt like you didn't belong with them anymore.
That's part of it, yeah. But ever since that day on the bridge, I felt guilty about not telling all of this to you. And I regretted not coming with you. In my defense, Francis and Lewis did tell me it'd be better if you just didn't know. They said you already had enough on your plate.
You always do everything those boys tell you to do.
No. They don't even know where I've gone. Look, I'm trying to make it up to you by telling you all of this now.
Better late than never, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, when I read those files, my suspicions about you guys being carriers was confirmed. And even though Keith here doesn't have proof from CETA, it's pretty obvious that he's a carrier too.
How's that?
Like I said, you'd be a zombie by now if you weren't. I figured all of that out when you told me that story about what happened to the group of people you were traveling with. They were all killed or turned, but you were just fine.
Well, Zoe, that's because Keith is indestructible. You're forgiven for not knowing that though, because you don't know Keith real well yet.
I don't know. I feel like this whole carrier business means that we're all indestructible.
Not exactly. Yeah, we won't turn into zombies, but they can still rip us to shreds.
And because of that, Sita wants to use whatever's different about us to find a cure for this shit, right? Well, in that case, don't we kind of owe it to the human race to cooperate?
Ellis, are you out of your goddamn mind? Did you already forget the hell that Sita put us through before that place went to shit?
I hate to say it, Ellis, but Nick is right. Sita's intentions may be good, but they're going about it all the wrong way. They won't care if we suffer or if we die, as long as we help them cough up a cure.
So what if some of us go through a little bit of suffering? If it means a cure?
Ellis, she said if we suffer or if we die. That second part is the important part.
Besides, Elle, even if we do help them out and find a cure, you know damn well that good, honest folks like us wouldn't get that cure. They'd go for some crazy price that only the super rich could afford.
Come on, Keith. I know you're into all them conspiracy theories, but I still got a little bit of faith left in humanity.
Then you haven't lived through enough bullshit yet.
You don't think that what we've been through so far counts as enough bullshit?
Not if you think running off to help Sita is a good idea.
Well, what the hell are we supposed to do then? Just sit around and wait for the zombies to kill us off one by one?
I would rather my face be ripped off by a hunter than be a guinea pig for those dipwads again.
So you're just giving up then?
The fuck other alternative do we have, Ellis? We're infected, but we're not zombies. Sita won't help us. In fact, they just want to kill us all for their precious fucking cure. There's nowhere left to go, is there? So yeah, maybe I am.
Nick, with all due respect, that is one of the stupidest things you have ever said.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
Oh, come on, Nick, don't be like that.
Let him go. He'll probably calm down some if he's left alone for a while.
It is a lot to take in, everything that's always told us and all. I think we all need to let it just sink in and decide what our next move's gonna be.
I agree. But I am going to get some shut-eye here on the couch if no one else minds.
Yeah, sure. There's some blankets in the back room. I'll go grab some.
Thanks, Alice.
Thanks.
The hell do you want?
I just came in to grab some blankets for our guests. Figured they could sleep on the couch tonight since it's been a long while since they've been any place too comfortable.
Whatever, just take them and leave me the hell alone.
Look, I know you're upset over everything Zoe said. We all are. And I mean, you know, I guess if you want to talk about it.
I said leave me the fuck alone, Ellis.
Okay. Hey, Nick. You're still going to be here in the morning, right?
Yeah, I'll be here.